I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okame.
We are the Super Media Bros podcast, and we are founding members of the OddPods Media network. Some incredibly fun guys.
Haunting beach vibes.
Lake Charles sucks. Let's move to Wisconsin.
I'm down for that and more.
Let's get buried by a highway.
To where?
Hell.
We're already there.
Oh yeah.
Super Media Bros.
So I guess we're going to Wisconsin.
Yeah, let's be sure to bring some mushrooms with us because we're going to need them.
Yo,
Just a whole bag of them that you've accidentally purchased.
off the side of the road. Yeah.
No, just some random person in a grocery store.
No, it's on the side of the road. It's like some hitchhikers like, hey, you want some shrooms?
Welcome to episode 175 of the Super Media Bros podcast. I'm Midnight Agent Raw.
We're definitely not on shrooms.
Nope.
And I'm Okami.
It's been a hot second since we've done a music-based episode, but hey, here we are. Better late than never.
Y'all knew it was coming. Just didn't know when. So
The shrooms.
surprise.
The Shrooms told you.
They're laced. They're infected.
Very infected.
Yeah.
But no, we were just sitting around last week and just tossing music stuff at each other. I was like, hey, let's do that.
Him, on the other hand, was like, hey, check out like 400 different songs that I sent you. And I'm like, here's the artist.
I love it. Just, hey, here.
Yeah.
Here. It just slides it across the table here.
Like, that's the thing, like, between me and him, he has the most energy when it comes to, oh, man, have you heard this? Have you heard this? Have you heard this? What about this? What about this? And I'm just like, hey,
Here you go.
I found these guys. Do you like them? Oh, yeah, I like them. They sound like this guy that I just found. I could never get a fucking edge on this, man.
I don't know. There's some days where you send me Spotify links and I'm like, holy shit. Hey, this is new. Cool.
Yeah.
Let me put this in my playlist. Let's get this party kicked off with an EP release that it just speaks to our souls. It's on Monster Cat. It's Infected Mushroom. It's the Shroomies EP. There's not much to get into. It's 4 songs long, but goddamn.
This one, I only heard the first 2 songs and I was already getting into the vibe. And then the second song hit, and I was like, man, this one's a hell of a lot better. And then he's like, dude, it just gets better from here.
Yeah, it really does. And You Want to Stay is the first single on it. Very good. I mean, it's the side trance that you would expect from the duo, but it just kicks so much ass. And again, like you said, when Leftovers kicked in, you're like, oh my God, it's getting better. Well, then Back at It. And then Mao Sim kicks in. Holy shit, dude. I can't praise this EP enough. It's short, but it packs a punch. I feel like less is more often than not. It's a lot better if you just go listen to it than me just sit here and describe all 23 minutes of this EP. Just go buy it or stream it and check it out, and you'll thank us later.
Just be prepared for Leftovers. It honestly sounds like someone's yawning in Vocoid.
Oh, yeah.
Or they just literally like shove the microphone straight in their face. I mean, I'm not making fun of them, but I am at the same time. It's funny. But yeah.
It sounds like the
somebody
pufferfish.
shoved a carrot in their face.
Yeah. Infected carrot.
Yeah.
Doesn't have the same ring to it, but still.
No. I can't see that going anywhere. But yeah, definitely check it out. I like the first 2 songs. I need to listen to the whole EP like fully. But I mean, it's Infected Mushroom.
Yeah.
It's automatic thumbs up.
Can't ever go wrong.
Unless you're actually on Infected Mushrooms, then it's like,
Things could go wrong.
yeah, possibly.
Possibly.
On our way to Wisconsin.
Yes. Let's get into a couple of Tokyo Rose releases because you actually brought the Akuma 2 EP to my attention. The one he did with Alex.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really good one. It had like nice electronic elements to it, and it's like that whole future synthy kind of.
Yeah, that cyber grunge that I really like. Like I literally just go through Spotify and I may play a playlist or something that constantly just repeat on over and over again. Then I just scroll down and I happen to see like, oh, you might also like, and I saw this album. I was like, I like the artwork. I mean, the fucking background on my phone is the artwork from the fucking album. Like, that's how much I like this whole entire collection of songs by them. It's really good.
If you listen to it, you're like, oh my God, I want more. To go listen to Akuma 1 because that one's just as good.
Mm-hmm.
There's really not a whole bunch else to say about it. Really, I mean, I think the track Awakening with Fool was really good on the second one. Danger City is fucking good. Rivals with Power Glove was awesome.
Yeah, I think that's my favorite one.
Yeah, that one and Antagonist are probably my two favorites on this one.
But yeah, Tokyo Rose has been on a hit streak recently because I mean he's been releasing a lot of good stuff. Yeah, anything with Tokyo Rose, like I didn't know about this guy until like months ago. And I know this guy's been out for a while, but everything that man touches is just cyber goodness.
And that could not be more apparent than the most recent release that he has done with The Forgotten. And it was a song called Feel New, and it's out on Fixed Neon. There's all kinds of shit in there. There's like psytrance, there's future pop, there's synth, there's
a little bit of trap. Like
there's a little bit of hard style in there too.
There's the second half of the first drop. It was just like a throw. It was like, whoa, that's some interesting little trap in that little 80s synthwave sounding shit right there. But then you were just like, oh, wait till the second drop. And I was like, oh, Lord. And boy, did it deliver.
Yes, it did. Delivered the bassy goodness. And then when we were done, that was funny because Cody was just like, oh, that was really good. And I said, just wait, there's a whole fucking EP coming from these two.
And I'm just like, bring me more.
It's going to be called Rebels.
Bring me more.
Yeah, just bring it.
Tokyo Rose, give it to me.
We're not going to forget about it.
Tokyo Rose, I'm calling you out right now. Give it to me now.
Now, right now.
You're making me like you too much. God damn it. But yeah, definitely check out pretty much all of Tokyo Rose's music. Any collaboration with anybody, instant classic, instant gold. Chef's kiss, every fucking song.
Then you brought a group to my attention called Ghost Beach.
That's a very, that was an interesting little story because as again, like I normally do, I'm boring. I go through Spotify and lo and behold, there's a random artist called Ghost Beach. And I'm like, I like the name of the band. Like, I'm going to click on them. And I listened to the album called Blonde. And that is a huge trip. Like, I literally did not look at anything besides the album title, the album art, and the name of the band, or actually as a duo. And I was listening to the album and I sent it to Rich and I was like, man, I'm just getting like 2010 vibes from this playlist I used to listen to back in the day. It was like Bad Sons. It was Two Door Cinema Club. There's another band. I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but there was a ensemble of non-mainstream music that was really reminding me of that sound that they were producing. And he pointed it out that it was released in 2014. And I was like I didn't even look at the actual year the album was released. And I just suddenly went back to early 2010s. But it was just so weird because I was in the car and he sent me that. I was like, man, I am good. Like my ears are awesome. My brain works sometimes. One of my biggest things about any song, any artist, any band, duo, whatever, if you have really good vocal range or vocal work or just vocals, period, you hook me. And man, the vocal work on these guys are just fantastic. I love hearing them sing.
And it's sad because the project didn't last very long. And that's usually how it always goes too. It's like you find something you really like and you're like, hey, this band or this artist or whatever is really good. I'd like to see them live someday. Fuck.
They're gone.
They're gone. Poof. They ghosted me.
Yeah, that's literally the name of the Ghost Beach. They're literally just floating around somewhere on some random sandy location.
Right.
But a lot of their influence, if you were listening to it, is more of the 80s. It was like Peter Gabriel, Police.
Yep.
And a few others, but it's a very lighthearted sound to most of the music, but you can kind of feel a lot of those like haunting, chilling vibes with the vocals and some of the sounds too, which is really nice. The one song I first heard was Moons Over Japan, and you hear this song and it does nothing, it's not even relatable to the title of the song. Like it's just this upbeat party vibe-ish, but not so much like a club party. It's more like a
beach party.
A beach party. And it's just so bouncy and just so energetic and haunting at the same time. Like it's so weird. It's a good combination for me. But the whole album is fucking great. Like check out Blonde like immediately.
Speaking of a artist that has like throwback shit, KennyHoopla. That's all I got to say. KennyHoopla. Okay. Now, he first gained his notoriety. I guess you could say, like, he first gained his notoriety with the How Will I Rest in Peace If I'm Buried by a Highway EP from back in 2020. And the song How Will I Rest in Peace If I'm Buried by a Highway actually is the one that propelled him and got him noticed. It's his biggest hit streaming on SoundCloud. And he had like Sore Loser, Dust, The World is Flat, and This is the Edge. And it's all on that EP. It reminds me, especially the title track, reminds me a lot of Block Party, big time. It's that real mid-2000s dance punk. It's got a lot of new wave, post-punk influence. Hell, on the EP, there's some drum and bass influence. The dude's all over the place musically, and that's the shit that I like, when none of the songs sound the same.
That was the interesting part. Like, you were showing me that one song, and it was like everything else after that, it just sounded drastically different. Like, there was one song that was like super D&B, but it was like low key vocals at the same time. And I was like, I'm vibing on this. And then there was another song that popped up after that. I don't remember the names offhand. And
see, because I let you hear the title track first.
Right.
And then I let you hear Thinking Out Loud. That one has that real like D&B feel. And then Plastic Door was that real
chill. And
yeah. And then Dust is the one that you were like, dude, this is putting me to sleep. And not even in a bad way. It was just, it's relaxing. Yeah. Even though like the lyrical content, and that's the one thing, like the lyrical content is like very fucking real on Front Street.
Right.
But I put this EP on and just vibe to it the whole time.
What song came on after that was just like, it woke me up?
That's what I was going to get to. So KennyHoopla caught the attention of Travis Barker. I don't have to tell anybody out there who the fuck Travis Barker is, but in case you're living under a goddamn rock, Aquabats, Blink-182, like the dude has done it all in the pop punk industry and more. Hip hop, he's done it.
Right.
Now, Kenny teamed up with Travis and they're putting out a full album called Survivor's Guilt, the mixtape. And the first single that came off of it that woke you up was called Estella. A 2-minute track that does have, again, that block party feel, that dance punk, but it's more pop punk feel, and it's that very mid-2000s pop punk shit. And then Hollywood Sucks was the second single from the album.
Which song did you introduce me to first by them?
Estella.
That was the one, when you showed it to me, I was listening to the drum pattern, and I was like, that sounds awfully familiar. And I was like thinking Travis Barker at the top of my head, and then I saw it was like him. Of course it is.
Yeah, and it's funny because Travis Barker has kind of become the dad / the coach of younger pop punk talent / any younger talent really, but he's been doing a lot of guest spots on rock stuff here and there. And I really like whenever he teams up with somebody that's on the cusp of breaking big, and that is KennyHoopla. And he's actually going to be going out on tour with Machine Gun Kelly this summer.
Is Kenny British by chance?
No, he's from Cleveland, Ohio, dude.
His vocals sound very British to me. Like he has like that kind of tone, an English tone.
I know, right?
It's strange.
Well, I think what you're hearing, honestly, that particular style is kind of post-punk, like new wave. That's the kind of shit that came out in the 80s from British bands and stuff like that.
Yeah, because like everything else gave me more of that 2000s punk vibe immediately. But his vocals was the ones that kind of threw me back to the old 80s British era. But yeah, I definitely I like his style, and I like how on that first album he's diverse with his sound, even though you know it's him. So while I was listening to it, I kept telling him, I was like, this is the kind of artist that we need. It's people who sound so fucking unique, but are able to divulge into different like genres of music at the same time, and actually keeps you interested in the music rather than just having the same kind of going through the whole fucking album. Yeah,
and I really think if people take a chance on this guy and his music, like you said, it is absolutely the rock music we need. It's the music we need right now, period. But I think it's the rock music we need right now, because we really haven't had a good like resurgence of it.
Not like to this level. Like we have that damn mainstream bullshit that we're listening to right now, and it's like, get that crap off the air. We don't want that at all. Oh, you mean the music that fills up most of our flop 10 lists? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Which, aren't we talking about that at one point? Yeah. Twitter voted, and they were like, yeah, we would
Like to hear a flop 10 worst cover songs of all time.
And I can guarantee you probably 80-90% of those songs are going to come from the radio.
Yep. But anyway.
Not from artists like these guys.
No. Let's take a quick break. Hear a word from our sponsors, and we'll be right back. Does your dad resemble a 70s disco Yeti man?
Do you need to turn into a swan?
Did you accidentally post a photo of your father on the internet that you thought was Bigfoot?
Have you ever wondered why your dad's OnlyFans page is bombing? Only because he got the wrong picture of himself up there? Well, look no further. We have the solution for you.
That's right. Make your dad proud this year for Father's Day and get him, and maybe yourself, the Manscaped Lawnmower 4.0. You heard that right. The Lawnmower 4.0. Imagine surprising your dad with a sleek, well-designed and optimized body hair trimmer that says, "Your balls will thank you" on the box.
Yo, bruh, thank you for trimming us down here. We've been needing it for about 5 years now.
This 4th generation trimmer features a cutting-edge ceramic blade to reduce grooming accidents thanks to the advanced skin-safe technology. Now, how is this one different than the other hair trimmers?
It gives you the ability to turn the 4000K LED spotlight on and off when needed for a more precise shave. You can shave your balls in the dark.
It also includes a multi-function on-off switch that can engage a travel lock. This is a great feature if your father or you do a lot of traveling.
The Lawnmower 4.0 even allows you to customize your trim through additional guard lengths with sizes 1 through 4.
The new wireless charging system uses electromagnetic induction, which can help the battery length last longer. Yeah, you heard that right. Wireless charging ball trimmers are now a thing. Also, have you ever seen a nose bush sticking out of your dad's nose? The Weed Whacker nose and ear hair trimmer is the best nose hair trimmer on the market and the perfect gift for your dad.
They also have other amazing products like cologne, crop mop ball wipes, crop reviver ball toner, and crop preserver ball deodorant, so you can be smooth and smell great.
Get 20% off plus free shipping with the code SUPER at manscaped.com.
Repeat that code.
That's 20% off with free shipping using our code SUPER at manscaped.com. Manscaped products are cruelty-free, paraben-free, dye-free, and vegan. That's 20% off with free shipping using our code SUPER at manscaped.com. Don't forget that you came from your dad's balls. This year, show your original home some love with Manscaped. Your home's gonna be more ballin' than ever.
Make dads like us ballin'.
Hey, this is Russ.
This is Kyle.
This is Michelle.
From the Infectious Groove Podcast. Join us every Monday for the most fun you can have with a music podcast. The Infectious Groove Podcast uses a positive and fun approach as we take time every week to share our jammy jams, then dig into a thought-provoking topic discussing all decades and genres of music. You can find the Infectious Groove Podcast on all major podcast platforms, or you can head to infectiousgroovepodcast.com to find us there and subscribe. We might have a controversial opinion here or there, but we always have fun with it.
Oh, I'm sure I'll say something dumb.
Subscribe to the Infectious Groove Podcast, part of the OddPods Media Network.
So before we get into the closing bit of this episode, like right before we started recording, Cody pulled up a new Notaker song, and I don't know if I forgot to tell you about it, or I feel like I may have sent you a link, or I was going to send you a link to it and just shit the bed on it completely.
Well, no, because we had this discussion, I think it was like week before last, that he was coming out with a couple of new songs, and we listened to him, and I was like, yeah, I mean, it's Dave, come on. You know, it's the same thing with like Infected Mushroom. Anything they make is pure gold. Anything Dave makes, I mean, it's instant praise. But I was scrolling through my list, and I saw Echelon. I showed him, he's like, yeah, dude, they came out like not long ago. I was like, yeah, I didn't hear it at all. So we sat down and listened to it, and I was like, man, what am I experiencing with this song? Like, it lifts you up, like, spiritually, and so, like that. Just even that buzz, that But like, I'm sitting there getting into the song. Like, these are one of the few moments that I'm actually listening to a song, and I can just know when parts are about to actually hit on certain like levels. And like my spirit just started to like rise, and it just drops. I'm like, fuck. This is one of those songs. Like that first drop was deep bass influence, but it was good. Like it was produced really well. And then the second drop had a lot of technicalities that kind of interrupted the main beat that I really enjoyed. But on top of that, Dave, which he told me, was releasing a song on the 26th of June. And I got the very first like hint of that. And I was listening to it. I was like, yeah, I'm getting into it. And then the vocals dropped. And I was like, what the fuck? I need to hear more.
Then it cuts off.
Yeah. I was like, God damn it, Dave.
God damn it, Dave.
It's like, I'm telling you, that is my fucking kryptonite. It's like vocals. It's always vocals. It's vocal chops or some shit. If you do it right, it's like, God damn, you won me over. That's what happened.
The hook is sticking out of his cheek, everybody.
Yeah.
They got him. They got him.
He's a good fisherman.
That's right.
But yeah, definitely check out Echelon. And I don't know if it's like the mousetrap like transition or he's just kind of transitioning himself artwork wise, but his album and like cover arts are just phenomenal like pieces, because the piece for the new song that's coming out is literally just him.
Oh, Smile? Yeah, SMYL, Smile.
Yeah.
Where he's got like the big hole in him and the lasers are kind of just shooting through him.
Shooting through him. Yeah. I'm just like, I love this stuff. And he's been doing that kind of style where it's like the big white line going straight down a certain angle, and then him, it's almost like filtered a certain color.
It's kind of minimalist a little.
Yeah. And then the obvious like space galaxy background and stuff. But it's like crafted very well.
All right, so this last artist we're going to talk about, we actually featured on the podcast, I want to say like last August, maybe? It's been a while. It's been a few months.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, As the City Sleeps from Houston, Texas, they're actually going to be doing their sophomore EP release show on June 12th at the Shades Club in Bay City, Texas. So go check that shit out. But they actually gave us a song to premiere right here on the show from this EP called Kaleidoscope. And again, just very much like the last time we played these guys, if you haven't heard of them before, there's a lot of 2000s pop punk vibes. I mean, like very like Newfound Glory, Bowling for Soup, kind of like that kind of pop punk.
Mm-hmm.
And it took me right back to freaking high school, like senior year, junior year, and all that shit. I was like, hey,
I like them. I dig them.
Yeah, dude. And the production's really good because, like, comparatively speaking, like the last song that we played on here was really good. But like the one we just got, Kaleidoscope, the production quality is really, really good. There's a featured vocal on there.
Is it Jared Taylor I saw?
That's it.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I really dig the track. And I feel like instead of us just keep on talking about it, like we can just close the show and let you hear it as you just, go about the rest of your day. Like we can shut the fuck up and you can just rock the fuck out.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think what I like, which I don't know how many people are going to agree, but I like how there's 3 different vocals in the actual song. Like I know you talked about the basses was backup vocals, but she actually did have a little bit of a section in the song too that broke up between the other 2 guys. And I thought that was really neat because it kind of gives you like a little bit more diversity in the song.
Right. But yeah, we're going to shut the fuck up and get out of here. So you guys can get about the rest of your day or evening or whenever you're listening to us, which thank you, by the way, for listening to us. Before we go, be sure to follow us on all social media platforms. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Visit supermediabrospodcast.com to listen to past, present, and future episodes. Check out all the other shows on the OddPods Media Network. Buy some merchandise, the whole fucking shebang.
And also listen to all of these artists that we mentioned because they're all awesome. Whether you like the rock music, the 80s vibes, the synthwave, punk, whatever. The whole shebang.
But just wait until after you're done with everything to drop the mushrooms.
I mean, however you want to spend your insert this day, night, whatever.
It's up to you.
We don't judge.
No.
Because we're on our way to Wisconsin.
That's right.
Because fuck Lake Charles.
That's it. All right, so sit back, relax, and enjoy Kaleidoscope from As the City Sleeps. And until next time, I've been Midnight Agent Raw.
And I'm Okame.
Shades on.
And we're going to sleep.
Who tells you where you should be? right, 'cause it feels like I've lost the fight.